Welcome to MAGA country, Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett, the actor who created a fake hate crime in order to target Trump supporters and was then signal boosted by people like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and LeBron James and the mainstream media and all of these blue check marks. All of these people signal boosted this literal piece of trash and helped perpetuate his lie and give it credibility. All of these people that signal boosted this should be held accountable, but they won't be. They won't be, but they need to be called out, and I'll call a few of them out here in this video. But Jussie Smollett has been found guilty on 5 of 6 counts. We'll go over those details here in just a minute, but at least justice was served, at least to some extent, and this piece of shit will be held accountable for his lies and the terrible things that he did. And he made things more difficult for real victims. People like him that push this bullshit. People like LeBron James, who we're going to point out because back in 2017, LeBron James had his own fake hate crime that he invented. And the media signal boosted it at first. But as soon as it was obvious that it didn't happen or there was a lot of questions, the media just swept it under the rug and didn't want to talk about it anymore. Because that's how they operate, because these are terrible, terrible people. First and foremost, Jussie Smollett convicted of staging attack lying to police. Former Empire actor Jussie Smollett was convicted Thursday on charges he staged an anti-gay racist attack on himself nearly 3 years ago and then lied to Chicago police about it. In the courtroom, as the verdict was read, Smollett stood and faced a jury showing no visible reaction. The jury found the 39-year-old guilty on 5 counts of disorderly conduct for each separate time he was charged with lying to police in the days immediately after the alleged attack. He was acquitted on the 6th count of lying to a detective in mid-February, weeks after Smollett said that he was attacked. Judge James Lynn set a post-trial hearing for January 27th and said he would schedule Smollett's sentencing at a later date. Disorderly conduct is a... What the hell? Site just jumping around on me. Let me go back up. Sorry about that. Disorderly conduct is a class 4 felony that carries a prison sentence of up to 3 years, but experts have said if convicted, Smollett would likely be placed on probation in order to perform community service. If he only performs community service, it is disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting, and he will be, he will be suffering from black privilege, from Hollywood privilege, from elitist privilege, from woke privilege. That's what he'll be suffering from. That's the privilege that Jussie Smollett's going to have. This site keeps jumping around on me. That's the gist of it right there. Obviously, there's more details. But let me remind everyone, and this is from Clay Travis. For those that forgot about LeBron's fake racism claim, here's my story from 2017 on the LAPD finding no evidence of a racist hate crime that ever happened. The sports media just allowed the story to disappear. And if you want to check that article out, go over to OutkickTheCovers.com. This is from 4 years ago. This was LeBron being Jussie Smollett before Jussie Smollett was. 6 months ago, LeBron James reported racist graffiti had been spray painted on the gate of his $21 million Los Angeles mansion. The sports media immediately fell all over themselves to pronounce LeBron a heroic victim and cast the blame upon a presumed racist white person. And guess what? Guess what? Didn't happen. At Outkick, we took some heat for from the usual media circles for suggesting we wait to see who was responsible for the graffiti before we utilize this allegation to provide further evidence that our worldview was correct. Here was my article from immediately after the alleged crime occurred. And, we get further into that. There was the Michael Bennett stuff that was brought up by Clay Travis. It's disgusting, man. It really is disgusting. But when you have people like Joe Biden, the former vice president of the United States of America, saying this, what happened today to Jussie Smollett must never be tolerated in this country. We must stand up and demand that we no longer give this hate safe harbor, that homophobia and racism have no place in our streets or in our hearts. We are with you, Jussie. And you wonder why he's going to get community service when you have the former vice president of the United States of America. You also have one of the dumbest people on the planet, Kamala Harris. Jussie Smollett is one of the kindest and most gentle human beings I know. I am praying for his quick recovery. This was an attempted modern-day lynching. No one should have to fear for their life because of their sexuality or color of their skin. We must confront this hate. These are the people that are spreading misinformation, as Clay Travis says in his tweet. But it's okay because, why? Because they're Democrats. That's why. It's disgusting, but it's the world we live in, and it's why we have to continue to call this out. Jussie Smollett is a terrible person, a horrible person, but so is the former vice president of the United States of America, Joe Biden. So is the dumbest person on the planet, Kamala Harris. So is LeBron James, who's competing with Kamala Harris for being the dumbest person on the planet. These are bad people that do bad things, and they need to be held accountable. At least Jussie Smollett was found guilty. It doesn't. I don't know if he'll see jail time or not, but at least he was found guilty. That is at least a positive step, but it's nowhere near what he deserves. He deserves so much more. He deserves to be locked away for a long, long time. But you know, we live in a situation now where the supply for these hate crimes don't meet the demand, so they have to invent fake hate crimes over and over again. It's been well documented. It's disgusting. And at the end of the day, we're going to win. We're going to win because there's a lot of logical thinking people that are waking up to this nonsense, and we just have to continue to press forward. Thank you guys for checking out this video. I appreciate your support. Smash the melee button. Subscribe to the channel. Check us out on geeksandgamers.com, our website. Other than that, you guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Solo lost money. Raylos are weird. Let's go, Brandon. And we will talk to you later.